deciding to devote their lives to loving and serving and sacrificing each other so that the one they love can experience the best life possible. That's what real life does, because that's what real life is. In marriage, you give yourself to the other person to meet their needs, to care for their interests, to put them above yourself. Third quality is unquestionable loyalty and commitment. Romans 12:2 says, be devoted to one another in love. You want to give your loyalty and commitment to each other, because it's loyalty and commitment that will make your marriage strong and lasting. You need commitment to Christ first and foremost. So individually, you go into the marriage with a commitment that you have to Christ, and then you commit to Christ as a couple. You bond together as two people who love Christ and are now one loving Christ, because you need both. For marriage to be meaningful, it requires these things: acceptance, forgiveness, understanding, sacrifice, loyalty, trust, commitment, devotion, and an abundance of love poured out onto each other and to all of these qualities. And that is a quality that you have expressed over and over again to me: how much you love each other and how much you want to express that love that you have for each other. So that's what I want for you to do, to pour the love that you have out for each other. So my encouragement to you is develop your love for God and develop these qualities for each other: unconditional acceptance, unending self-sacrifice, unquestionable loyalty and commitment. If you will develop these and give them to each other, if you'll do that, you will find fulfillment in marriage. It will be a beautiful thing. So, after hearing this, understanding the value of commitment in marriage, of serving one another, loving one another, caring for one another. With all of this, Evan, question: do you wish to take Sophia as your wife?
I do.
Yes. I did not expect any other answer than that. Sophia, do you wish to take Evan as your husband?
I do.
That is very, very cool. I love it. So, just so that everybody knows, because of Evan's and Sophia's commitment to Christ, they want for this next moment in their wedding ceremony to honor Christ. So they're going to take this moment and have communion together. And communion is a sign. Taking communion is a sign that you understand that Jesus is God's son, and that as his son, he came to the earth and he gave himself. He sacrificed himself on the cross, dying, 3 days later rising to new life. And he said that he was going to do that. The Thursday night before Easter, before the resurrection, he had dinner with his disciples. And in the midst of that dinner, he made two statements that are for us what we refer to as communion. So I'm going to wait for these statements until the two of you have the bread at least brought close to you. Just hold on to it there for a moment. So this night, Jesus is having dinner with his disciples, and he reaches out and he picks up a loaf of bread, and he breaks that bread, and he said, "This is my body, which is being broken for you. Take this, eat it in remembrance of me." So Evan and Sophia, would you take this moment, eat this bread, doing that, remembering what Jesus Christ has done for you. That. Okay, what's happening? I can't see very good. Okay. They proceeded on to eat dinner. After supper, the Bible says, after supper, he took the cup and he said, drink this whenever you do in remembrance of me, because this is the cup of my new covenant that I am making with you. So would you two please lift your cup and drink it in remembrance of Jesus and what he did for you. It is a beautiful thing to see a man and a woman who know Jesus Christ and who want you to unite together, to take their life and their commitment to Christ and bundle it together, to be husband and wife and to do life together. Mm-hmm. And I'm excited about that for the two of you. What we're going to do next is all of us standing here in the park and on Zoom, we're going to listen to Evan and Sophia as they share their vows with each other. Let's go ahead and do that right now.
Sophia, I will love and serve you as Christ loves and serves his wife. Putting your interests above mine, I will seek your good and contribute to your growth. Abiding in Christ is the source of life. I give you my acceptance, forgiveness, and understanding for the rest of our lives together. Leaving all others behind, I choose to love you alone, as long as we both shall. Putting your interests above mine, I will seek your good, contribute to your growth. Abiding in Christ as the source for my love. I give you my acceptance, forgiveness, and understanding for the rest of our lives together. And all others behind, I choose to love you as long as we both love.
Cody, what happened to my couple?
All right.
There they are. Thank you.
There's 10 minutes left.
Okay, we got time. Okay, as a symbol of their commitment, as a way of sealing their vows together, Evan and Sophia are going to exchange rings together. These rings, just so that you know this, the rings do not make you married. It's your covenant that you make with God that makes you married. The rings are simply a sign, a reminder to you and a sign to everybody else that you're taken, that you're married, that you have your life partner. So, Evan, would you please take a moment and place the ring that you have for Sophia on her finger?